Shudder's horror comedy Deadstream, directed by Joseph and Vanessa Winter, tells the story of Shawn, a live streamer who goes from making fun content to facing real-life horror. The movie is built like a live stream experience, which makes it feel like the audience is right there with him, experiencing every jump scare, every moment of tension, and every horrifying revelation. Shawn, the protagonist, is desperate to save his online career, and that desperation is what leads him straight into trouble. The story is funny at first, but slowly becomes terrifying as Shawn enters a house with a dark history and ends up facing a vengeful spirit who has no intention of letting him leave alive. The movie starts by showing Shawn during a difficult time in his career. He had built his online fame by doing crazy stunts and taking risks that others would avoid. But his career hits a dead end after he is canceled for saying offensive things online. Desperate to fix his reputation and regain followers, Shawn decides to spend the night at the infamous Death Manor, a house known for being extremely haunted. He hopes this daring stunt will not only revive his popularity but also entertain his audience with shocking content. 2. To make sure nothing goes wrong, Shawn sets up multiple cameras both inside and outside the house so his viewers can watch every moment of his challenge. The house itself has a dark backstory. It originally belonged to Mildred Pratt, a woman who lived a quiet life but wanted more from the world. She had a passion for poetry but struggled to get recognition. During this time, she met Lars Jorgensen, a wealthy publisher who visited her town. They exchanged letters for 2 years, but tragedy struck when Lars died just days before their planned wedding. Heartbroken and alone, Mildred took her own life shortly after. Since then, the house has been cursed, and 11 deaths have occurred there, making it notorious as a place no one can live peacefully. Shawn's challenge is simple but terrifying. He cannot leave the house all night and must respond to everything he sees or hears. His sponsor ties his reward to his success, forcing him to take increasingly dangerous risks. To commit fully, Shawn even sabotages his own car and locks himself inside the house without a key. Early on, strange things start happening. A mysterious symbol appears on the wall, and when Shawn removes it, the paranormal activity escalates. Even a safe room, which initially seems to offer relief, does not keep the ghosts away for long. Shawn's night is just beginning, and the horrors only get worse. The tension increases when Chrissy, a fan who has been following Shawn, appears at the house. Together, they explore the rooms, eventually finding Mildred's poetry book in the basement. Their discovery is accompanied by a dead animal, frightening them both and forcing them to retreat to the safe room. When they try a Ouija board session, things go horribly wrong. Chrissy attacks Shawn during the game, and in self-defense, he accidentally kills her. The twist is shocking. Chrissy turns out to be the ghost of Mildred, who now wants to take control of Shawn. From this point on, the ghouls that haunt the house are after him, and the live stream records every terrifying moment, viewed by millions online. Shawn has to fight for his life, relying on courage and quick thinking to survive the supernatural onslaught. As the night unfolds, Shawn begins to understand that he must face every challenge head on. While he seems to gain some control, the ending flips the story completely. In the final scenes, he is surrounded by ghouls, but instead of attacking him, they appear to follow him. The shocking revelation is that Shawn has become the new leader of the ghouls, replacing Mildred. This twist is central to the movie's deeper meaning, showing how the desire for attention and recognition, especially online, can trap someone in a cycle they cannot escape. The ghouls symbolize followers, mirroring Shawn's obsessive quest for social media fame. Whether he can ever leave the house safely is left unclear, but his newfound powers make it unlikely. Shawn's fate mirrors Mildred's in some ways. Mildred had made a pact that bound her to the house and its supernatural forces. Shawn now faces the possibility of the same fate, becoming a figure both feared and powerful. Unlike Mildred, however, Shawn has knowledge of the house and its rituals, giving him a chance to control the ghouls rather than being consumed by them. While the ghouls can theoretically be destroyed with enough force, Shawn has lost all communication devices, leaving him isolated. This adds tension and makes his situation feel inescapable, heightening the horror of the ending. The cliffhanger ending is intentional. The filmmakers want viewers to feel the same curiosity that drives Shawn's online audience. His fate serves as a commentary on the dangers of chasing fame and attention, showing how it can blind someone to real threats. While there is potential for Shawn to escape the house, the darker possibility is that he may be trapped by his own ambitions and by the supernatural forces he now commands. Earlier in the movie, he had chanted a Latin incantation that symbolically surrendered his soul to Mildred. This act becomes crucial in understanding why he is now tied to the house and its goals, even as he wields power over them. Before the final showdown, Shawn finds a moment of insight after briefly escaping to his car. Inside Mildred's poetry book, he discovers rituals and spells tied to supernatural power. Realizing that the only way to defeat Mildred is by using her own magic against her, Shawn returns to the house. He confronts the ghost, attempting a ritual to overpower her, but it initially fails when she breaks free. It is only after recalling a severed finger in the house that he understands the ritual's missing element, a blood sacrifice. Without hesitation, Shawn cuts off his own finger, completing the ritual and turning Mildred's powers against her. She is dragged into a blood-red, hellish dimension beneath the house, ending her reign of terror. Shawn's victory is both practical and psychological. He has grown from a fame-obsessed live streamer into someone capable of facing real danger. His willingness to sacrifice part of himself physically and emotionally demonstrates his determination and courage. Additionally, he apologizes to his fans for past mistakes, showing a newfound humility that strengthens his resolve. This inner growth is as important as his supernatural victory, highlighting the movie's message about personal transformation and the dangers of obsession with online fame. The story also emphasizes the parallels between Shawn and Mildred. Both wanted to be seen, appreciated, and loved for their work, and both took extreme measures to achieve that. Mildred's desire for recognition led her to dark magic, trapping her in a horrifying cycle. Shawn's journey mirrors this, but with a twist, he gains control over the supernatural forces rather than being consumed by them. Chrissy's role as Shawn's peer further underscores this theme, as their rivalry and shared desire for attention bring out the extremes in both characters. Ultimately, Deadstream uses its horror comedy format to explore themes about fame, obsession, and personal growth. Shawn's survival is ambiguous, but the ending suggests that he has become something more than human, a figure both powerful and bound by the supernatural. The goals following him are both a curse and a reflection of his online persona, tying the horror to a real-world commentary about social media and the lengths people go to for attention. While the movie leaves some questions unanswered, it provides a satisfying exploration of character growth, supernatural horror, and the dark side of ambition. In the end, Shawn may or may not survive physically, but he certainly transforms spiritually and metaphorically. He now commands the very forces that once threatened to destroy him, and the cycle of ambition, fame, and supernatural danger continues. The story ends with an open question: is Shawn truly free, or has he simply become another haunted figure in Death Manor, forever bound by the lure of followers and recognition? The ambiguity is part of the film's charm, leaving viewers thinking long after the screen goes dark.